Hello students, in the previous lecture we have seen about fundamentals of spatial filtering. So in this lecture we will learn about spatial correlation and convolution and smoothing spatial filters, in that smoothing linear filters and order statistic nonlinear filters. So now there are two closely related concepts that must be understood clearly when performing linear spatial filtering. One is correlation and other one is convolution. So correlation is the process of moving a filter mask over the image and computing the sum of products at each location, and the mechanics of convolution are the same except that the filter is first rotated by 180. So let's see it, understand it with the example. So for a filter of size m cross n, we paired the image with minimum of m minus 1 rows of zeros at the top of the bottom and n minus 1 of zeros on the left and right. In case m and m are equal to 3, so we paired f with 2 rows of zeros above and below 2 columns of zeros to the left and right. Figure B shows the f with 2 rows of zeros above and below and 2 columns of zeros to the left and right. Now in figure C, the initial position of the filter mask for performing correlation, and figure D shows the full correlation result. So figure E shows the correlation responding cropped result, so that the result is rotated by 180. For convolution, we pre-rotate the mask as before and repeat the sliding sum of products just explained. So figure F through H shows the result. So you see again that convolution of a function with an impulse copies the function at the location of the impulse. So it should be clear that if the filter mass is symmetric, correlation and convolution yield the same result. So if instead of containing a single one image f in this figure, so it had contained a region identically equal to W. So the value of correlation function would have been maximum then W was centered on that region. So we have the correlation of filter WXY of size m cross n, which an image fxy denoted as wxy star fxy is given by equation listed here. So wxy to fxy equal to epsilon s equal to minus a to a and t equal to minus b to b into w of st and f of x plus s y plus t. So this equation is evaluated for all values of the displacement variables x and y, so that all elements of w visit every pixel in f, where we assume that f has been padded appropriately. As explained, a equal to m minus 1 by 2 and b equal to n minus 1 by 2. So we assume for notational convenience that m and n are odd integers. So in the similar manner, the convolution of wxy and fxy denoted by wxy star fxy is given by the expression wxy into fxy equal to s equal to minus a to a, t equal to minus b to b into wst fx minus x minus s and y minus t. So where the minus signs on the right flip of f, which is a rotation by 180. So flipping and shifting f instead of w is done for notational simplicity and also to follow convention. So the result is the same as with correlation. The equation is evaluated for all values of the displacement variables x and y, so that every element of w visits every pixel in f. So we assume has been padded appropriately. So for a 3 cross 3 mask, and that the result using this equation is identical to the example for this figure. So now smoothing special filters. So smoothing filters are used for blurring and for noise reduction. So a blurring is used in pre-processing tasks such as removal of small details from an image prior to the large object extraction. And bridging of small gaps in line or curves. So noise reduction can be accomplished by blurring with a linear filter and also by non-linear filtering. So now smoothing linear filters. So the output means the response of a smoothing linear special filter is simply the average of the pixels contained in the neighborhood of the filter mask. So these filters sometimes are called averaging filters. As we see in the previous section, they are also referred to a low pass filters. So the smoothing filter is straightforward by replacing the value of every pixel in an image by the average of intensity levels in neighborhood defined by a special mask. This process results in an image with reduced sharp transitions in intensities, because random noise typically consists of sharp transitions in intensity levels. The most obvious application of smoothing is noise reduction. So however, edges with almost always the desirable features of an image, so also are characterized by sharp intensity transitions. So averaging filters have the undesirable side effect that they blur edges. So another application of this type of processes includes the smoothing of false contours that result from using an insufficient number of intensity levels. So a major use of averaging filters is in the reduction of irrelevant details in an image. So by irrelevant means pixel regions that are small with respect to size of a filter mask. So this latter application is illustrated later. So this figure shows two 3 cross 3 smoothing filters. Use of the filter yields the standard average of pixels under the mask. So this can be seen by substituting the coefficient of the mask, which is r equal to 1 by 9 I minus 1 to 9 zi. So which is the average of intensity levels in the pixel in 3 cross 3 neighborhood defined by the mask. So instead of being 1 cross 9, the coefficients of the filters are all ones. So the idea here is that it is computationally more efficient to have coefficient valued 1. At the end of the filtering process, the entire image is divided by 9 and m cross n mask would have a normalizing constant equal to 1 into 1 upon m minus n. So a spatial averaging filter in which all coefficients are equal, which is called as a box filter. So in second mask, this mask yields a so-called weighted average terminology used to indicate that pixels are manipulated by different coefficients, so giving more importance to some pixels at the expense of others. So in the mask shown in figure 3. In this figure B 3.32 figure B, the pixel at the center of the mask is multiplied by a higher value than any other, thus giving this pixel more importance in the calculation of the average. Other pixels are inversely weighted as a function of their distance from the center of the mask. So the diagonal terms are further away from the center than the orthogonal neighbors, and thus are weighted less than the immediate neighbors of the center pixel. So the basic strategy behind weighting the center point the highest and then reducing the value of the coefficients as a function of increasing distance from the origin, which is simply an attempt to reduce blurring in smoothing processes. So we could have chosen other weights to accomplish the same general objective. The sum of all the coefficients in mask of figure B is equal to 16, an attractive feature for computer implementation because it is an integer power of 2. So it is difficult in general to see differences between images smoothed by using either of masks, which is shown as this figure. So the area spanned by this mask at any one location in an image is so small. So the general implementation of for filtering an m cross n with weighted averaging filter of size m cross n is given by this expression g of xy equal to s equal to minus a raised to a up to a, t equal to minus b to b, w s t f of x plus s y plus t upon epsilon s equal to minus a to a and t equal to minus b to b, w into st. So for x equal to 0 1 2 m minus 1 and y equal to 0 1 to n minus 1, so the denominator in this equation is simply the sum of the mask coefficients, and therefore it is constant that needs to be computed only once. So the effects in the smoothing as a function of filter size are illustrated in this figure, which shows an original image and the corresponding smoothed results obtained using square averaging filters of sizes m equal to 3, 5, 9, 15 and 35 pixels respectively. So the principal features of these results are as follows. For m equal to 3, be not a general slight blurring throughout the entire image, but as expected details that are of approximately the same size as the filter mask are affected more. So for example, the 3 cross 3 and 5 cross 5 black squares in the image, the small letter a and the fine grained noise show significant blurring when compared to the rest of the image, so that the noise is less pronounced and the judge borders of the characters were precisely smooth. So an important application of spatial averaging is to blur an image for the purpose of getting a gross representation of objects of interest, such that the intensity of smaller object blends with the background and larger objects become blob like and easy to detect. The size of the mask establishes the relative size of the objects that will be blended with the background. As an illustration, consider this figure A, which is an image from the Hubble telescope in orbit around the Earth. Figure B shows the result of applying a 15 into 15 averaging mask to this image. So we see that a number of objects have either blended with the background or their intensity has diminished considerably. So it is typically to follow an operation like this with thresholding to eliminate objects based on their intensity. The result of using the thresholding function of figure B with a threshold value equal to 25% of the highest intensity in the blurred images, which is shown in figure C. So comparing this result with the original image, we can see that it is a reasonable representation of what we would consider to be the largest, brightest objects in that image. So order statistic nonlinear filters. So the order statistics filters are nonlinear spatial filters who is responsible is based on ordering, means ranking the pixels contained in the image area, so which is encompassed by the filter, and it is replacing the value of the center pixel with the value determined by the ranking result. So the best known filter in this category is a median filter, which is, as its name implies, replaces the values of a pixel by the median of intensity values in the neighborhood of that pixel. Other example are max filter and min filter. So the median filters are quite popular because for certain types of random noise, they provide excellent noise reduction capabilities with considerably less blurring than linear smoothing filters of similar size. Median filters are particularly effective in the presence of impulse noise, also called as salt and pepper noise, because of its appearance as white and black dots of an image. So the median, which is symbol is epsilon, so the median of a set of values is such that half the values in the set are less than or equal of epsilon and half are greater than or equal to epsilon. So the order to perform median filtering at a point of in an image, so we first sort the values of the pixel in neighborhood, determine their median and assign that value to the corresponding pixel in the filtered image. For example, in a 3 into 3 3 cross 3 neighborhood, the median is the fifth largest value. In a 5 cross 5 neighborhood, and it is the 13th largest value, and so on. So when several values in neighborhood are same, all equal values are grouped. So here figure A shows an X-ray image of a circuit board which is corrupted by salt and pepper noise. So to illustrate the point about the median filtering over average filtering is situations such as this. So we show in figure B the result of processing the noisy image with 3 cross 3 neighborhood averaging mask. And in figure C, the result of using a 3x3 median filter, the averaging filter blurred the image and its noise reduction performance was poor. So superiority in all aspects of median over average filtering in this case is quite evident. In general, median filtering is much better suited than averaging for the removal of salt and pepper noise. Thank you.